AVC. It is Old Metal Rocker. 66 here. I have a weekly six-pack, yes. Mostly it's been stuff I've been playing here the last week or so. Before I used to kind of randomly pick stuff out of my collection behind me, to the right, to the left, to in front of me. But this is stuff I've been listening to, and this first one I'm going to show you is they just released a new album here about 2 weeks ago. And at first I really it did not hit me whatsoever. I don't know. I was in probably the wrong frame of mind to be listening to it. And usually I listen to it when I'm out riding my bicycle. And maybe for some odd reason, I got distracted while I was playing somehow. Maybe I was thinking or something. But anyway, it didn't really grab me right at first. But it has really hit me like a super tanker. The new Helms Deep, Chasing the Dragon. Wow. Yes. Not a sophomore slump here. Of course, these guys are out of Florida. Two-piece band. 2 albums out. This one and Treacherous Ways, which came out in 2023. This is a new release. I believe this is, what is it, on Nameless Grave Records. But the band has not been around long. Could be kind of epic metal. Could be kind of straightforward heavy metal. This one even has some thrashy songs on it. So it's kind of a little bit of thrash, a little bit of straightforward heavy metal. But definitely no sophomore slump here. But anyway, so first one is Helms Deep. Second one is a band I came across a number of years back, and it was through Hell's Headbangers. And I picked up this one. It was an EP, Violence and War, which came out in 2015, and this is Evil Army. Thrash album, maybe has some punk influences in this. Definitely, you can hear that, but definitely a good, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, maybe a little DRI at times, but I don't know. But this is really good. They just released a new album out. It's not even listed on their Metal Archives yet. But anyway, yeah, these guys are out of Memphis, Tennessee. They've been around since about 2004. They put out EPs. One full-length, Evil Army, and now a second one, which is just coming out. In fact, it just shipped yesterday, so I'm looking forward to new Evil Army. And this band here, I have album number 3 of 4 from this band that switched over to more of a groove metal. But I do like 2 albums from that groove metal era, Cowboys from Hell and can't think of it now. But I finally got Pantera's Metal Magic, released in 1983. And of course this has, let's see, what was it? It's on blue vinyl, Metal Magic Records. Of course it has, of course, Daryl Abbott, of course, Terry Glaze on vocals, of course. He was on, I believe, the first 3 Panteras, and then Phil Anselmo came in on the fourth, and that's where they switched over to more of a groove metal. But this was the first release, actually, in 1983. I am missing only Power Metal. And then I'll have every one of these on vinyl, and I'll have every one of them on CD. So it's just taken me quite a while to actually find these. They don't show up every day. This one took me quite a while, but it showed up here a couple weeks back. I was over at Rockadrome, and this was over there. And usually, if I see them listed, they're usually sold out, and these hardly get any restocks at all. But this was there. I didn't have it, so I picked it up. Decent price. So anyway, yeah. Power metal, straightforward heavy metal, unlike their after 4 albums of this, where they went to more of a groove metal, which is okay. It's where they're made Pantera who they are today, but it wasn't this era. But I like this era better. And then a classic guitarist out of Canada from the 70s, and grew up with them, listened to them all the time. I like the 70s era the best of this band, and of this guy's playing. And of course, I'm talking about Pat Travers. And going down to Jacksonville, 1983. This is some of the numerous live albums that Cleopatra and Purple Pyramid, and I think it might be one other label through their subsidiary, that is also putting these out. Of course, Cleopatra just got done putting out, what was it, about 10 UFO live albums, which I do have all of them. And they just need to release, I can't think of the album, Covenant on vinyl, and then everything will be on vinyl. But anyway, originally 83, of course. If you don't know Pat Travers out of Canada, I mean, a lot of his early stuff, Heat in the Street, Making Magic, Crash and Burn, a lot of that early 70s, mid 70s, late 70s Pat Travers classic, and then he kind of went into more of a bluesier route throughout the 80s. I didn't really follow much of him in the 80s a lot. I did buy a couple albums, but to me it wasn't what I really liked. Pat Travers' music was more heavier, more hard rocking. But I went back over time and I picked up the remaining Pat Travers albums, and I love every one of them. Of course, this is on blue. This one just came out, actually. It's only limited to 300 copies. But a true legend, still playing it out on the road today. And then I got this in a VCLT from Scott Waters, and he was telling me about this guy. And I know the name. I didn't really follow much of his career. Of course, he was with White Cross, Fierce Heart, and I think a couple other bands. But this was released 15 years ago originally, which would have been 2010. But Scott was telling me about this, how good this was, and that he thought I would love it. Man, this thing is killer. Definitely has a hard rock, bluesy edge. Definitely has a Pat Travers vibe. Possibly Frank Marino, and I'm thinking of, I can't think of the other guy, but Stevie Ray Vaughan maybe at times. But, I mean, fantastic guitar work on this. I mean, it is absolutely killer. And, of course, this came out, what was it, Rox Records? Retroactive Records put this out. But, man, this is a surprise for me this year. And but yeah, this is so good, especially the last song on side B, which I thought was so amazing. in for some trouble. Killer stuff. But yeah, what can I say? Just fantastic. Hard rock, blues rock, you name it, it's good. And then a band, what I believe they're out of the LA area, if I'm not mistaken. But I finally picked up their second album. I believe that was their second album. And I just got this here, I think it was a couple days ago. And yeah, their second album. So I had Do or Die. And I went and picked up Man of Straw. Man, what a classic album. I can't believe I'm late to the show on this band here, especially on this one. This thing is just truly a thrasher piece. This thing just rips. I do like Do or Die, but this one it's just a step above that by far. And I mean, they have 5 albums out. Last one was 2015 with No Child Left Behind, but yeah, out of LA, killer thrash metal, definitely 80s. And last is a Canadian band I'm recently coming across here, a couple, probably about a month ago. And they're out of Joliet, Quebec, Canada. I'm talking about Warsenal and Feast Your Eyes. Released in 2019. Supposedly they're active yet, but I have yet to see anything new. I take that back. Maybe I did see a little bit of something the other day. Thought they were coming out with a new album. I think that's what I had read here a couple days ago. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought number 3 is coming out here. But definitely 80s sounding thrash. Maybe I wouldn't say a whole lot of modern vibe to it, but good stuff. Second album. I had just gotten this yesterday, so I picked up their first album, Barnburner. Only on CD, and this is the only one on vinyl. I think the third one possibly is coming out on vinyl. But killer Canadian thrash metal, man. So many good thrash bands from Canada up there. Definitely 80s sounding. They were formed in 2012, so they've been around for a while. And thrash metal, speed metal is what you get here. Warsenal, the much anticipated sophomore album from Montreal, Canada's own thrash metal underground legends. Warsenal. They deliver with passion. You may not want to be driving while listening to their new album, Feast Your Eyes. You'll most likely be driving twice the speed of a cop. So, anyway, guys, if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, hit the bell, and you'll get notifications of upcoming videos. And anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time on the Weekly Six Pack.